you are back at I'm Quitting Alcohol with comedian David Boyle, and it's Fucked Up Friday again. It's another round of Fucked Up Fridays. How was your fucking week? How was your long work week? Because I have done fuck all this week. I worked Monday, Tuesday, and I have had Wednesday, Thursday, and today off. And I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm fucking happy. So let's get to it. It's Fucked Up Fridays. And I got a bunch of stories this week, and they're all fucking rippers. So I haven't chosen the best one because they're all fucking great. So I just chose the first one that got sent in. And I forgot to ask if this guy wanted to stay anonymous. So I'm not going to say his name, but I'm going to say Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Okay. So here's the story from my main man from Chicago. Here we go. Fucked Up Friday for this week. Okay, this happened to me when I was about 22. I'm 33 now. So my boy's father was out of town. You know, when I first read that. So my boy's father was out of town. Because it's a guy who's writing this story. I read that and I was like, is he in a gay couple? And have they got an adopted kid? So my boy's father was out of town. Because I thought it was going to be, he's in a gay couple, father is out of town, so that would make him the power bottom. And I thought it was going to be a cheating story about how he's cheating on his husband. But it wasn't like that. It was like, so my boy's father, like my boy. I was saying it to Australian. I needed to say it more gangster. Yo, my boy. Like that thing. Yo, my boy. So my boy's father was out of town for the weekend, so we all used his house to get stupid fucked up without consequences. Yeah. There's never any consequences to anything. Just get fucked up, baby. We had an ounce of MDMA. That's a good amount. It's a good amount of MDMA. A ball of cocaine, and of course, booze. A bunch of people came in and out of the party. Someone came up with the great idea of taking a bike pump, filling up the one end of the hose with cocaine/MDMA and pumping the powders straight into our nostrils. It was brilliant. And I tell you what, that is a fucking ingenious idea. He sent me a picture of the type of bike pump that you would use for such a venture. And it's almost like a bong cone at the end of the bike pump. You put it in your nose and then you just slam it. It's fucking genius. Because that gets tiresome after a while. After you have to do that every 14 minutes for 36 hours. Just slam it up there. And the other thing is, when you're racking lines and doing bumps, your nose gets fucking a little bit clogged up eventually. 12 hours in, not a lot of that powder is getting past the fucking rock of coke booger that's stuck in your nose. So you got to give your nose a little bit of a pick. You got to eat some cocaine boogers here and there. This way, when you've got the bike pump, at least you can fucking just slam it in there. When I start doing coke again, I'll be using a bike pump. Anyway, as the night goes on, we all thought it would be a great idea to get a stripper over to his dad's house at 4 a.m. We shopped around for a good minute on Backpage. We also ran out of coke. Ooh. You don't want to run out of coke and then the stripper gets there. Yeah, that would suck. Everyone's standing around sober at 4 a.m. The sun's coming up. You're starting to come down. And then some fat stripper comes in, all stretch marked and fucked up. You can see the needle marks. Oh, lads. Our dealer worked the night shift at Sam's Club down the street. Me and a couple of the guys jumped in a car and went to pick up more. I was rolling my dick off in the back seat. I didn't understand that terminology. I still thought he was the gay power bottom cheating on his husband. I was rolling my dick off in the back seat when my friend hit another car in front of him. There was a squad car, a police car behind us, and saw it all go down. We all got pulled over, but luckily nothing happened. Info was exchanged and that was it. I'm still not sure how that happened. We finally get our blow and head back to the house after being gone for like an hour and a half. As we pull up, there's another car we don't recognize in the driveway. Don't think too much about it, just walk in. As we walk in, we hear someone getting fucked really loudly too. It was awesome. So it was awesome. It was awesome hearing someone else get fucked. At least someone was doing it. It warmed my heart. What had happened was my boy, that's not his son, that's his friend. My boy who stayed behind and ended up ordering a hooker off Backpage, she drove an hour from the city, Chicago, to this small suburb at 5 a.m. So while he's fucking her, the rest of us go downstairs and do more bike pumps of cocaine and ecstasy. As we're doing that, the moaning upstairs all of a sudden turned into crying and yelling. Yeah, that would have been fucking jarring. That would sober you up real quick. Some bird starts yelling and crying while she's in the bedroom with your dodgy mate. Oof. Crying and yelling. Not good yelling either. She was pissed. I ran upstairs to make sure everything was okay. I can hear her yelling at him about the condom breaking. He must have came inside of her because she was not happy. She got on her phone and called someone up. All of a sudden, this huge black bitch kicks in the front door and runs towards the prostitutes, screams, kicks in my friend's bedroom door and starts beating the shit out of my friend, who was butt naked with a broken condom around his dick. She was apparently the pimp and was sitting in that car outside, didn't even notice her as we walked by. After giving my boy an ass whooping of his life, she came towards me, who was standing in the doorway, and puts a fucking knife up to my throat, says something like, "You and me, babe, how about it?" Says something like, "Try it, motherfucker." I think I would be more scared of an angry black woman with a knife than a guy. Like, it's a female pimp. She was probably a feminist or something. She runs out of there making all sorts of threats about coming back to kill us with her gang. She yells at the hooker to grab her clothes and to get the car. This little Asian chick grabs her shit and runs out of the house butt naked. All this happens in front of a group of elementary kids waiting at a bus stop for their school bus. There were some parents with them too. There were some parents. I bet you there was a few dads there going, "Fuck, I wish I was at that house party," instead of picking up my fucking fat kid. Fucking would have brought back some flashbacks of the good old days. After they left, we shut the doors, locked them, and got back to the bike pumps. Nice. Great story. And I think collectively we've all learnt a new way to do cocaine. Bike pumps. I can imagine it would sting like fuck, but these are the sacrifices you have to make to get fucked up. Alright, thanks for sending in your story, bruz. I'll speak to you later. Everyone else, keep sending in your stories. Keep messaging me. I love your stories, man. I love everyone's stories. They're fucking gold. So send them into my social media. I'm Boyle Comedy on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And if you're enjoying the podcast, share it around with your friends. Give it a rate and a review. Subscribe. Do your shit. Enjoy your fucking weekend. My boys.